FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
We, as I said, borrow $400 to $700 billion a year to import oil, and a fair chunk of that from us and other oil importers goes to OPEC, a large share of that to the Saudis, hundreds of billions of dollars a year. And as a result of that, if you take the form of Islam in Saudi Arabia, Wahhabism, which is effectively somewhere between murderous and genocidal with respect to Shiite Muslims, Jews, homosexuals, and apostates, and massively repressive of everyone else, including particularly women. It's essentially al-Qaeda's ideology. Al-Qaeda and the Wahhabis disagree only about who should be in charge, whether one should serve the House of Saud or one should fly planes into buildings whenever one wants. They don't disagree about the substance. In Lawrence Wright's The Blooming Tower, which I think is the best book about 9/11, Wright says that with a little over 1% of the world's Muslims, the Saudis control some 90% of the world's Islamic institutions. So the chances are very, very good, 90% or so, that that madrasa in the West Bank or in Pakistan is being funded by Wahhabi sources of one sort or another. If you want to know who's responsible for that, if you want to know who's paying for that, I suggest you do the same thing I do when you pull into a filling station. Try to take just a few seconds before you get out to charge your gas, turn the rearview mirror, and look just for a moment into your own eyes. Now you know who is paying for those little boys in Pakistan and the West Bank to be taught by Wahhabis to be suicide bombers. We will not succeed until we break oil's power, until we break oil's dominance of transportation, and we can do that with a reasonable plan. We got some difficult days to get through getting there. We've got to figure out how to do it, but we can do it, and once that begins to happen, we will begin to see some, I think, possibilities of making these kinds of helping Arabs and Muslims in that part of the world make those kinds of changes if we let them do it according to their own traditions, like the 1923 Iraqi Constitution.